A 79-year-old Ohio man, known to some as the Shawshank Fugitive, will be released on parole this April. Frank Freshwaters was originally sentenced to serve up to 20 years in the Ohio State Reformatory for voluntary manslaughter in 1959. Now, Freshwaters was eventually able to transfer to an honor camp where he later escaped, and then for the next 56 years, he would be on the run across the country before he was finally taken into custody in May of last year. Now,
why was he called the Shawshank Fugitive?
Okay, so the Shawshank Redemption movie was shot in the Ohio State Reformatory, or the Mansfield Reformatory, as people from Ohio will know it as. And it closed in 1990, but it's just sort of a thing where he served there for a little bit. He never really escaped, so it's not similar to the movie, but some people are calling him the Shawshank Fugitive.
I see. So originally, he was not supposed to serve any time at all. He was given
probation. Yeah, he killed someone in a car accident in 1957, and he was sentenced to 5 years probation. And
so no time.
No jail time.
Okay.
And then he violated that probation and then had to go to the Ohio Reformatory, and he was sentenced from 1 to 20 years, so up to 20 years.
So that's normal. That's what happens if you violate parole. Then he escapes and he lives free for
56 years, basically. So he won over the trust of some of the guards, good behavior and all that, got transferred to the Sandusky Ohio Honor Farm, and then was able to escape from there.
Maybe he was like doing their tax returns and
Probably.
stuff like that.
I mean, he wasn't digging a tunnel and escaping, like the movie. But so 56 years later, he's living in a mobile home in Florida. U.S. Marshals show up and they're like, hey, they show him a picture of his old mugshot and they say, have you seen this guy? And he responds, I haven't seen that guy in a very long time. And they arrest him, and now he'll be 80 by the time the parole comes around, but now he's up for parole.
So is he supposed to be serving more time, or is this like the amount? He could have been out by now, like 50 years ago.
If he had just, stayed there, he could have been gone. But, it's an instance where he's old, he's sick. People are saying that, he's lived a clean and sober life since the accident. It really changed him.
Now, didn't they catch this guy in West Virginia, and the governor there refused to extradite him?
Yeah, so basically he got caught.
When was that?
I think it was like 1967 was around the time he got caught in West Virginia, and then basically the governor was like, "No, we're not gonna send you to Ohio. This is our state. We're gonna deal with this." And
we're not giving you to the Yankees. Why wouldn't he extradite him?
There are a number of things at play. I don't think anybody's actually dug into the records to find out. But in this instance, they basically let this man roam free for another, however long until he was finally captured by this cold case unit that was put together to hunt down fugitives of this nature.
Okay. Well, do you think he has a boat in Mexico somewhere with some money buried?
I mean, if he was smart, he definitely would have crossed the border. Take a cue from the Shawshank Redemption movie. If you're going to escape from prison, head for the border. Don't go to Florida.